Wait, she's available right now? Are we back?
Hey, what?
All right,
Back
give me
what?
5 minutes.
Hop the car!
Jason, you're on the clock! Girls, Mom's gotta go podcast. Oh.
Okay, buckle up, because Kylie Kelce just made her grand return, and she didn't come alone. She brought the whole girl gang with her. Yep, all 4 daughters, Wyatt, Elliotte, Bennett, and brand new baby Finnley, were recruited for what might be the softest, but also strategically chaotic podcast promo I've ever seen. And let's just say, fans are convinced something big is brewing behind those coloring books. The May 22nd Instagram video looks all innocent. Cue the markers, the baby snuggles, the couch lounging. But don't be fooled, this wasn't just a mama's back from maternity leave moment. Nope, this felt staged, like someone's about to drop something major. And let's not ignore that sudden phone call from Kylie's podcast producer, Emma Samaki, who Kylie practically worship. Emma calling on camera, dropping that some mystery guest is ready to go? Please, that was PR gold, and everyone knows it. Naturally, Kylie goes full boss mode, tells Jason to get on the clock and whisks herself off to record, with a 7-week-old baby strapped to her hip no less. Supermom or setting the stage for the most calculated podcast comeback, you decide. But fans are whispering about the real reason Kylie rushed back, a very specific Swift-shaped guest, maybe sliding into that mic slot. That's right. Rumors are flying that this unnamed guest isn't just any celeb. Could Kylie be queuing up a full-on Taylor spill sesh now that Taylor's practically part of the Kelce family? I mean, with fans focused over on New Heights instead, Taylor could literally throw every single one of us off with this move. The timing is suspiciously tight, too. Taylor's been everywhere lately. NFL suites, tight with Mama Kelce, deep in her football wifey era, and now suddenly Kylie's got a mysterious guest lined up right after baby number 4 and in the middle of Swifty summer? Yeah, I'm side-eyeing. Meanwhile, baby Bennett, who was allegedly not vibing with the newborn at first, finally said I love you to Finnley. Adorable, yes, but also timed just before this very curated family moment went live. It's giving soft launch of a major guest drop. Meanwhile, it looks like another Kelce is having a very different kind of public moment. This time it's Travis, and let's just say, here we go. Hot off a shady little jab from Falcons QB Kirk Cousins, who basically said he's shocked Taylor is cool with all that back hair, Travis clapped back the only way a self-proclaimed Big Yeti knows how, by doubling down. Shirtless and sweating in the Florida sun during a full-on grind session with Ross Travis and his personal chef, Kelce wasn't just working on his game, he was bearing his soul and his chest rug. The paparazzi caught every glorious follicle, and the internet exploded. Of course, he couldn't resist poking fun at himself on New Heights, where he threw on 2 shirts like it was a joke only he and Taylor really get. But the real tea? Fans are convinced this Big Yeti resurgence isn't just some locker room humor. It's giving, calculated branding, especially since he's now hawking merch, with literal drawings of his hairy torso on it. And let's not ignore the timing. Swifties have been hungry for Taylor content, and now, out of nowhere, Travis is all over the feed, shirtless, loud, and proud. Cue the conspiracy theories. Is this a distraction from something bigger? A new music drop? Engagement news? A cryptic Easter egg buried in beard oil? Even wilder, fans are remixing Taylor's lyrics to fit the Yeti narrative, because obviously they are. One viral tweet joked, he's a real-life folklore creature and I'm here for it. Honestly, same. Oh, and just days before this fur test, Travis and Taylor were spotted at a Mother's Day brunch in Philly with both moms, Jason and Kylie, the whole crew. That's not casual. That's a strategic alliance. Don't let the farm-to-table menu fool you. Tallulah's garden was practically the set of a rom-com. So while Kirk Cousins is throwing shade, Travis is owning it, hair, headlines, and all. And just when you thought Kelce's viral shirtless Big Yeti moment had reached peak internet saturation, he goes and drops a mic-level declaration that's got NFL purists and pop fans alike spiraling. While Travis was still basking in the glow of his furry icon era and dominating workout memes, he threw a massive curveball on the latest episode of New Heights, and it had nothing to do with grooming habits or romantic brunches. Instead, the Chiefs' golden boy shut all the way down any talk of Kansas City becoming America's team, despite the Swift-fueled spotlight blazing on the franchise like it's halftime at the Super Bowl. And what did he say? Let's just say it was not PR approved. Kelce practically barked that he didn't give a flying F about being crowned the NFL sweetheart. Nope. He wants the Chiefs to stay gritty, intimidating, and unapologetically Kansas City. This isn't your usual polished NFL diplomacy. This is full-on if you're not with us, move along, energy. Now this may not seem scandalous at first glance until you realize how much pressure is behind the scenes. The Chiefs are everywhere lately. They're the reigning dynasty. Patrick Mahomes is a walking endorsement deal, and now Taylor Swift, the literal face of global pop, is a sideline regular. That's America's team bait if there ever was one. But Travis, he's over it. He doesn't want his squad lumped in with the corporate gloss of the Cowboys, the Yankees, or the Lakers. He's seen what happens when your brand becomes more important than your grit. Spoiler alert! People start rooting for your downfall. And for Travis, it's Chiefs Kingdom or bust. Of course, this is the same guy who just hosted a viral podcast wearing 2 shirts and talking openly about body hair, so it tracks. He's always resisted the polish, even when the Swift effect had the Chiefs bandwagon bursting at the seams. The irony? He's dating someone whose entire persona is mythologized into global marketing gold, and yet he still wants KC to be known more for helmet-to-helmet hits than Hollywood appeal. But here's where it gets juicy. Some fans are speculating that Travis's little anti-America's team rant might not just be about football. Could this be subtle shade aimed at the attention their relationship is dragging in? Is he drawing a line between Travis the football god and Travis Taylor's +1? The timing is, let's just say, interesting. Also worth noting, while Taylor's been embracing the whole football girlfriend aesthetic, those custom Chiefs jackets, come on! Kelsey's doubling down on staying raw, local, and rough around the edges. It's giving. Opposites attract, but for how long? People are already whispering that tension could be bubbling behind closed doors. The last time Travis got this vocal about image, he launched an entire merch drop. So what's this one leading to? New podcast drama? Swifty meltdown? A possible exit strategy from the pop machine? Meanwhile, hardcore Chiefs fans are either cheering him on or nervously checking Twitter threads titled, "Taylor controlling Travis's brand?" One TikTok theory even suggests this rant was strategically planned to stir backlash and reset his image before the season starts. One thing's for sure, if anyone thought this relationship would tone Travis down, they were sorely mistaken. This man is not going quietly into anyone's mainstream narrative, and not even Taylor Swift's. Coming right off Kelsey's blunt rejection of the America's team crown and everything that comes with it, it turns out someone else may have seen this entire roller coaster coming before it even started, literally in the cards. Enter Marielle Hadid, Gigi Hadid's older half-sister, and the unlikely tarot-reading oracle who's now casually taking partial credit for one of the most talked-about celebrity romances in recent memory. In her chat on the Nice Girls Don't Win podcast, Marielle dropped the kind of bombshell that feels straight out of a YA novel. She gave Taylor her first ever tarot reading and told her to give Travis a shot before the two had even met. Yeah, that happened. So the backstory goes like this. It's summer 2023. Taylor's Eras Tour is in full sparkly swing, and everyone and their PR manager is trying to score tickets. Marielle, she skips the Ticketmaster stress and hops on Taylor's private jet with Gigi Hadid to head to a show in Santa Clarita. Not only did she ride the skies with Swift and witness her giant tour gown close up, but she also got to chill backstage, where she gave Taylor that now infamous tarot reading. The details? Marielle says she pulled out a card that included the word swiftly in its meaning, cue the cosmic wink, and joked that Travis would be a good lay, wink wink. Apparently, she'd already heard that Kelce had a thing for Taylor after his failed phone number stunt at her Kansas City show. Marielle's response? Push the universe along. Even if it's just for fun, she told Gigi, encouraging Taylor to give it a shot. And then, boom! A few months later, Taylor and Travis go public in September, and the rest is pretty much pop culture history. What makes this wild tarot moment even better is how it slots perfectly into the larger picture. There's something surreal about the Hadids, the Swift private jet, a shut-down freeway, and one spicy tarot pull, all combining into what eventually became the NFL's most star-powered couple. Also, Taylor never had a tarot reading before. Somehow that feels impossible, but it checks out. Trust a Hadid sister to casually pop that mystical cherry mid-tour. Marielle didn't say whether the cards predicted the full media frenzy or Travis's new Big Yeti branding, but if she saw Swifty and Kelsey in the stars, someone get her own podcast, or at least a cut of the merch. What do you say? Share your thoughts in the comments below. That's all for this video, folks. See you next time.